Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. As we kick things off with the man who currently holds the Matt Mania briefcase, Alex Quinn.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Varsity Club from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 200.
Alex Quinn winning that coveted
Alex Quinn
Matt Mania briefcase at Matt Mania just a little over a month ago. And now coming out here tonight, briefcase in hand. Now again, that briefcase can be defended just as a championship. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. But we'll guarantee Alex Quinn a match of his choosing at Matt Mania at any title he wishes, as long as he can hold on to it. Sort of slightly different than the regular Extreme Opportunity briefcase.
and his opponent from Providence, Rhode Island, weighing in at 240 pounds.
And the good old Sergeant Dalton Adams, proud member of the Rhode Island State Police, making his way down the ringside. Welcome everyone joining over on the TikTok platform. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining us here at XFW, no matter whether you're watching on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Alex Quinn, Esquire, going up against Sergeant Dalton Adams. There we go, Maria hitting the bell, and we are off. And quickly, Alex Quinn going for rights and lefts, but Dalton sweeping out the legs. We're going for a pinning combination on Alex Quinn. What is this now? Sarge hoisting him up. Adams now with a press slam, impressively so. And drops him. What goes up must come down. And what better way for it to happen than to good old Alex Quinn, who's now locked into a chin lock and trying to fight his way out of it. Collar elbow tied. Now as these two guys struggle for supremacy here. Fighting for content. Waist lock now on Alex Quinn by the Sarge. Quinn trying to fight his way out. Manages to get his way out of there. And Quinn with a shot to the lower back. Right onto the kidneys. Quinn now hoisting him up. Dumps him down. Face first out of the canvas. Elbow shot down to the back. Kicked in the midsection. In the boot right to the face. Alex Quinn, who joined XFW under a prominent advertising package with his father, Lawrence Quinn. And part of that contract was let his son compete in our promotion. Say that XFW a lot of money, gained us a lot of profit, but I will say, it has not been a fair exchange because we have to deal with this person week in and week out. And right now, Quinn, who did no time on the independent scenes, very little training, who's handed everything in his life by his daddy, expecting to have everything handed to him in XFW. I will give some credit where credit is due. He has admittedly become a decent competitor. Right now, the Sarge coming off the top rope with a shoulder tackle from the top and just decimated Quinn on the outside. It wasn't pretty, but Adams got the job done with that. That was impressive. And now Adams holding Quinn up in a big power slam. Off the ropes now is the Sarge body press. splashing right across the chest and sternum. Oh, here comes the Sarge, wild swing. And Dalton watches on as Alex Quinn retreats to the outside. The Sarge's not going to raise his hands. Quinn, I don't know who he's celebrating with. Surprised he doesn't have his knucklehead out here with him. His partner in crime. Both men now back inside. Here comes Quinn charging in with a knee strike, catching the Sarge off kilter, and now a tilt-a-whirl slam. We got a cover here. Quinn, shoulders are down, leg is hooked. 2. And Adams gets the shoulder up. Again, welcome everyone, no matter what platform you're watching us on tonight, whether it's on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise. Right now, Quinn stomping away on Dalton Adams. Now right hand. But Adams firing right back, standing up to Alex Quinn. Knife edge chop out. Adams, with years of experience in combat training as part of the Rhode Island State Police, is now fighting with Quinn. Oh, he latched on, holding him up. Big time choke slam. Rolls him up. Quinn is in trouble. 2. Almost a 3 count. Quinn struggled with that one. Quinn trying to get to the ropes here. Adams with an Irish whip. Elbow shot there by Quinn. Big right hand. Shot to the back now on Quinn. The Sarge again going to the top. Adams lands the elbow right to the middle of the spine. This could be the end of it. Ooh, dodging out of the way. Kick to the midsection. Alex Quinn looking for the pledge, and he hits it. Can the Sarge recover? And Quinn, son of a... Alex Quinn pulls off the victory here tonight over the Sarge. A hard-fought battle by Dalton Adams. Quinn should be leaving. Wait a minute. Whoa. Quinn with a steel chair. Oh, come on. Whoa. I'm sorry, folks, for what you just witnessed. Dalton Adams being beat down with a chair after the match is over by Alex Quinn, Esquire. I'm actually still watching our screen to make sure Maria gets the hell out of there. Maria was almost assaulted by Quinn, and that was a little nerve-wracking, to say the least. I'm fixing some of our stuff here, folks, because I had moved a bunch of stuff around and it was screwed up, so couldn't see my chat screen there. There you guys are. Everyone, welcome back to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Saturday Night Showdown. Again, no matter what platform you're watching us on, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, thank you guys for joining us. Or if you're directly on bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise. But folks, we got a lot of matches coming your way tonight. We'll see a lot of folks, some XFW fan favorites on our show tonight. One of the most hated wrestlers of XFW will be on a broadcast tonight. Will be none other than Brian Blaze. You know, Brian Blaze has been a lot of controversy lately, as we saw in XFW Matt Mania. What we didn't know was something along the lines with Hank Garrett. We're not exactly sure what happened there. Seemed to be like they almost made it a line, so we haven't seen anything from Garrett. He's been unable to make a comment since then. Nicholas Prince, thank you for liking the stream, and welcome to XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Danger Zone was last night. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Right now, folks, tag team action coming next your way as the Anarchists collide with the Core next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here come the Anarchists. Angus Hayes and Crom Ferguson.
The following is a tag team
former
match
XFW
set
Tag
for
Team
one
Champions.
fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight.
Two of the most very
598 pounds,
very unorthodox
Angus
competitors on our roster.
and Ferguson, the Anarchists.
The Anarchists who love to bend the rules, ignore the rules, even though XFW has some very, very light rules here in our promotion. And their opponents tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a relative fledgling tag team here in XFW. Two former foes who have joined forces with one frame in mind, and that is to capture the XFW Tag Team Championships. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet,
And Bad Boy
Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott, a.k.a. The Core. Calvin D. Harmon, thank you for liking the stream. These two men have battled over titles, battled over championships. Calvin, thank you for sharing as well. One thing is true about these two is they are always held each other, as far as skill goes, in high regard. And a lot of folks were surprised when they teamed up, let their past go, and joined forces in a tag team. And right now, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, dumping Angus Hayes on the back of his head now. Those lethal combination of strikes that we're seeing from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. And now a quick cover. Maria right there for the kick out. Glad Maria's back out there after being almost assaulted by Alex Quinn in the previous matchup. Oh! Bad Boy Marshall Sweet taking a low shot there. Legal as a headlock, but kind of unorthodox. Ooh! But Hayes recovering pretty quick. Sweet tag in Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott and went right to work on Amazing. And now roundhouse kick to the side of the head. Sweet looks a little surprised by that. Then comes the big man, Crom Ferguson. Roundhouse shot there to Mr. Amazing. Ferguson is an absolute monster in the ring. Up and down. Ferguson with a quick cover. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet there to break up the pin count. Not even going to waste time for Amazing to try to kick out of that with the beast known as Crom Ferguson in the ring. Usher in home territory now for the Anarchists. Tag in comes Angus Hayes again. Mr. Amazing in trouble as he's being decimated at the hands of the Anarchists. Cover again on Mr. Amazing, but he shoves off Angus Hayes. Here comes Mr. Amazing, now roundhouse kicks, but cut right off again by Angus Hayes, who has his number. Dropped down now by Hayes. Hayes now with the leapfrog. Hip toss press now by Hayes. Stomping away now, Mr. Amazing still down. Hayes off the ropes, drops the leg across the chest of Mr. Amazing. Angus Hayes going to the outside. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet trying to take a cheap shot there. Hayes was on the outside of the ring, so it would have been legal. Hayes still working on Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Scott, lifeless, defenseless. Oh, spoke too soon. Scott now in a wheelbarrow, catches DDT. Quick cover by Mr. Amazing. Two, stunned him, but couldn't keep him down. But Scott now showing some signs of life. Codebreaker. Back to the attacks now. Insiguri by Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Elbow tie kick in the midsection. Big right hand now by Hayes. Hayes down going to dump him on the back of his head. The Anarchists just seem almost unstoppable. Hayes makes the tag. Mr. Amazing trying to get to his corner. Diving tag. In comes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. He's in there with the monster. And here goes Sweet. Right and left. And a super kick. And a senton. Sweet now with the cover. And a kick out. Sweet can barely get a 1 count. Oh, and goes after Hayes. Sweet trying to get a shot in there. Stealing a chair away, shoves it into his face. Oh, and stomps him onto the chair that Ferguson brought in, kicked in the midsection. Right hand now by Hayes. Ooh. Hip toss now by Ferguson. Instantly cutting off all the momentum that bad boy Marshall Sweet has been building. The Rebel, thank you for liking the stream. Double team maneuver here while the Anarchist right across the back of Sweet. Angus Hayes, the high flyer, if you will, of this team, who likes to refer to himself as wiry. Front face locked out by Sweet. Sweet snaps him over. And a right hand to the big man, just for good measure, by bad boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet now. Oh! BFT! BFT from Sweet. Here comes again Tom Ferguson to break it up. Sweet's going right after him. Sweet's not scared. And Mr. Amazing up and over. Drops the leg on Angus Hayes from the springboard position. And now Mr. Amazing around the world twice in a head scissors takedown. And now the core has stolen control. The Rebels is XFW for life. Angus Hayes now with a table, shoving inside the ring. Coming back in, boom, Sweet catches him, and a shot to the face. Sweet now again, the combination, and a knee strike. The core started off rough, and again Sweet with that low blow. And now Sweet with that table, diving in. Sweet goes for an elbow, misses. Ferguson now hoisting him up, and Sweet catches him with a shot. And here we go again. The combination, knee strike to the face. Sweet tries to pick him up, but the big man jabbing him the side of the head with elbows, breaks the hold. Oh, and a drop toe hold by bad boy Marshall Sweet. Keeps the big man down. Sweet again, knee strikes. Trying to take the wind out of the lungs of Big Crown Ferguson. What is Sweet trying to... The big man, the Giants laid out Sweet on the top rope. Sweet gonna go high and splash through the ropes. Splash through the ropes. Two, and a kick out. A kick out. Almost a 3 count. Legs now, look at this, Big Ferguson pinning Sweet with a counter in the debris of the table. And back and forth now between these two guys. Charging in, missing the shoulder tackle. Sweet with the right hand. Sweet spins him, and a BFT to the big man. Tag, in comes Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Scott with the senton. Ferguson down. Right hand's now delivered. Mr. Amazing going up in the wheelbarrow into a bulldog. Beautifully executed by Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. And a super kick. Standing shooting star. And a cover. And again, the big man kicks out. The core's got to be wondering, what do they have to do to keep him down? Oh! Hayes taken off the apron. Shoved in the corner next to bad boy Marshall Sweet. Tag in comes Sweet, the former 2-time world champion. Off the ropes, and boom! Elevated neckbreaker from the core. Bad boy Marshall Sweet with a cover. And the core. The core pull off the win in an outstanding fashion. Sweet taking the low road a couple times in this matchup. But regardless, pulled off the victory. The Anarchist bending the rules as much as they can at XFW. Repeatedly assaulting, beating the ever-loving hell out of Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Right here, Sweet turning the tables and breaking the tables and almost had Ferguson right here. But Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with the BFT driving the head of the big man Ferguson and then hitting him with core values. And they get the 1, 2, 3. Owen Bushy, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome back to XFW.
Sweet, the core.
What a win for the core. Owen Bushy, thank you for liking the stream as well. An outstanding tag team match between 4 outstanding competitors. What a battle. Folks, the Anarchists started to dominate that matchup very, very early in the contest and singling out Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. And it was quite the show, quite the spectacular display of violence from the Anarchist. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with the impressive turnaround in that match, saving his partner, coming out on top. And again, Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet have gone, these guys used to be at each other's throats week in and week out here on XFW programming. And they let their bygones be bygones and now have formed a very, very formidable team looking to get their chance at a tag team championships. Which is good to get extremely violent tonight. The Rebel said, awesome match. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for the likes and the shares. Again, thank everyone that's watching tonight, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, or Bloodsword6.com, where again you can find XFW merchandise and more Bloodsword 6 originals. But folks, we've got a lot more action coming your way here on XFW. Saturday Night Showdown up next. Singles competition ready to get underway as Jack Marco looks to make a notch in his belt going up against the Maniacal Glee. Let's head down to ringside. Jarius Jackson, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Marco, who's a relatively large man, making his way down the ringside, but looking to make a name for himself here at XFW. Definitely has the power, but lacks a little bit in the way of skill. But a big man nonetheless, ready to go out of here in XFW. Derek Smith saying that's a big dude is absolutely right. But his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most unpredictable wrestlers in XFW. And of course, with him as always, Bruce the Minotaur. And the Bruce chants again begin to happen here in the audience. The Maniacal Glee and now Bruce chants in our chat group. as the maniacal one enters the battle. And here we go. And Glee with a roll up. Glee, look at him take one in. Rolls him up, but a quick kick out. And Jack. Marco now rolling over on Group. Even the Rebel chanting Bruce in our chat group. Marco now dumping Glee on the back of his head. They gotta wonder, is Glee gonna take this match seriously? Oftentimes Glee being the jester of XFW and High Ground Professional Wrestling, because High Ground signed this lunatic into their live events. Glee with an elbow shot now. Glee slow to get back to his feet. Glee not the quickest guy. Oh! And now Glee doing Glee Fu. Oh, dodges under the clothesline. Oh! And a stunner now for the maniacal one. And once again, people chanting for Bruce the Minotaur. I don't understand why people chant more and more and more for Bruce. Glee now. Shock drop kick to the back of the head. Glee again trying to cover him. Too close to the ropes, that was the maniacal one. The Rebel says Glee for president. Can you imagine how bad that would be? Oh! What a headbutt there by Jack. Wow. Glee gets up out of this pin. And Marco just blasts him with a headbutt. And Glee's been out for the count since. Big elbow drop now, driving down from Marco. Glee rolling to the outside. What the hell is this? Marco on the top. Glee gets out of the way. That could have killed him. Glee with a shoulder tackle. Bruce chants everywhere. I don't understand people's infatuation with Glee. I don't understand the infatuation with Bruce the Minotaur. People buy shirts. Oh, Bruce the Minotaur. There's a jumping knee strike from the maniacal one. We've got a cover here. Marco barely a 1 count. The big man gets the shoulders up. Glee charging in. Catches with a neck breaker. Glee now maybe arguing with his other personalities. He's definitely having some kind of spaz attack in the ring, and Marco lights him up as Glee distracts himself. Marco now sitting in, camel clutch, latched onto the maniacal one. Elbow tie up. Glee pulls him back, and again a neck breaker. Glee now laughing now at Bruce, at Marco. And Glee showing his best trombone. Glee with a wild swing, misses. Marco grabs onto him. Glee with a shot to the midsection. Glee's got him up. Glee for the latitude adjustment, but Marco with elbows to the side of the head counter. Glee dodges that, jumps in again, the neck breaker. And Glee now again laughing at the expense of Big Marco. Oh! Where the hell did that come from? And now we get more Glee Fu. Back in October at High Ground Professional Wrestling, there's a battle royal where all the wrestlers dressed as someone from their past. And Glee actually came out as Glee the Dragon Steamboat in karate gear. Ooh! Glee with a reverse DDT on the Marco. Glee's hoisting him up. Hey, looking for the Glee Thunder Bomb! Glee Thunder Bomb! And Marco gets the shoulder up. Glee off the ropes. Building some momentum here. Chops the elbow. Glee looks like he hurt his elbow. Ooh. And again, a second one. Uh-oh. Glee shaking his head. Yes, the audience. Glee looking for Glee DT. Down goes Jake Marco. And Glee with the win. Glee gets the win. Marco looks like why is he holding his ankle? Why is he holding his ankle? Glee actually looks concerned for him. Glee trying to be the better man here. Oh! Unnecessary. Glee actually tried to help the man. Again, the childlike manner of Glee coming out and paying for it. Again, we've seen a lot of images of the maniacal Glee. Do we have some of them here? Nope. That's what the Rebel saying, what was that? Surprisingly, we saw Owen Bushy not realizing what's going on with the maniacal Glee. And Glee has Bruce the Minotaur. Again, folks, I don't understand it. Here was an image. Let's get rid of the logo here. This was an image from an event in Mifflinburg, PA, back earlier in June with Glee with a victory. And again, you see him holding Bruce the Minotaur, mocking his opponent after the victory. I don't understand the fascination with the maniacal Glee. I don't get why fans have surrounded him, cheering him on, and this undeniable fascination people had with the maniacal Glee. And again, the people chanting for Bruce the Minotaur, it's a piñata. And people cheer for this thing. People are buying shirts with Bruce's face on it. I don't know. I've worn the Glee shirts here because the owners of XFW say promote it. It's crazy, folks. I don't get it, but we're gonna shift gears here. Head down the ring for women's action as the former 3-time XFW Women's Champion Alex Webb is in action up against Samantha Shields. Let's head down to ringside. I don't understand Glee.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, Alex Webb.
Alex Webb making her way out, former multi-time XFW Women's Champion, XFW's resident gamer girl, and quite frankly, folks, a lot of times very impressive cosplayer. And always a sight for sore eyes is Alex Webb.
And her opponent from London, England,
Samantha Shields making her way out. And Samantha Shields has a number of victories come her way as of late. Derek Smith saying we missed a Halloween, Alex. Yes, we did, due to our XFW's hiatus this October. There's still Christmas coming around the corner. I mean, last year, Alex Webb did a wonder as Mrs. Claus, if you will. Right now, Samantha Shields, who's been on a hot streak lately in XFW, looking to get a win tonight over Webb. Thank you for the new folks who have become followers over on TikTok. There's the bell, and here we go! Good Lord! Drop kick right to the face of Webb, and Samantha Shields has not come out to play. She came to fight. Wow! She took it right to Webb, right after the bell, and now driving the knee into the hamstring. And now just blasting Webb's head off the canvas. Wow. Samantha Shields has gotten more and more aggressive over the past few weeks. Webb now calling almost tie up here. Samantha Shields with the waist lock. Alex Webb struggling to get out of the hole here. Webb snapmares are over, and now into a chin lock is Webb. Webb now with a lock on. Back into an armbar. Webb drives the elbow into the back of the tricep of Samantha. Samantha fighting her way back out. Shots in the midsection. Wild swing. Overhand shot now by Webb. And Webb, Northern Lights. Bridging combination here. Ooh, drops the hammer right across the eyes. Webb back in control. Beautiful double arm suplex by the former women's champion. Webb had an opportunity at Mat Mania to regain the women's championship. Was upstaged, so to speak, by Tessa Van Hayes, who wound up walking out with the championship. Oh! With a clothesline, sends Shield over the top rope. Maria going to start the count. Webb going to wait inside the ring. Alex Webb saying that's it. Shields is walking a little limber outside. Oh, and now she's coming in with a chair. She's coming in with a chair. And Webb loves the warp with an elbow to the top of the head. Uh-oh. Now the former women's champion with the chair in hand. And Webb lights her up like a Christmas tree. Samantha's going to regret bringing that into the ring. She had an amazing start. Oh! Webb. 2 and a kick out. Alex Webb is taking control of this matchup. Oh, with a chin buster. Shot in the ropes. Irish whip. Oh, again that drop kick from Samantha Shields. Knife edge chop. Repeated shots now by Shields. Shields again going underneath. Now a trash can. Shields back in control. Shields now dominating. Webb on the outside trying to recover here. Alex Webb getting back inside. Shields back in. Alex Webb now off the ropes trying to build momentum. Coming in, driving the elbow again. Webb now double axe handle right across the jaw. Women's champion now back in control. And a DDT from Webb. And Alex Webb now is all fired up. Hooks her up, looking for that reverse Olympic slam. And down she goes. Hooks her up, looking for the web slinger. And down goes Samantha Shields. And that's it. Wow. Alex Webb definitely turned the tide of that matchup in the end. Samantha Shields came out of the gate with firing on all cylinders, but the experience of Webb turned things around and absolutely obliterated Shields at the end. There's that drop kick again. But Webb, right here, boom, this reverse Olympic slam. Face first goes Shields, and then Webb wasn't done. Right here, the Webb slinger spins her around, boom! Down she goes, and that is the 1, 2, 3 for Alex Webb.
Here is your winner, Alex Webb.
An impressive win for Webb tonight. Alex Webb with a solid victory over Samantha Shields. And again, Shields came out of the gate firing on all cylinders, looking for that win. And she took it to the former women's champion in a very, very powerful way. But again, the experience really came out and showed its head as Alex Webb turned the tides of that matchup and got the 1, 2, 3. Now, folks, we get a lot more action coming away here tonight on XFW. I'm still a little flabbergasted by the whole Glee thing. Every time this lunatic is in the arena, I go over here and I lock the door up here to our booth because I don't want him coming in here, because there have been multiple times when something goes wrong up here in the booth. I'm just trying to watch the show, make the commentary, call the matches, and there have been times when that lunatic has gotten his way in here, unplugged things, screwed up with things. It's horrible. I don't like being anywhere around the Maniacal Glee. I know he's in the building. I want to keep him out there. And here we go again. More Bruce chants in the chat. You guys can love Glee all you want. I just try to stay away from him. But right now, more tag team action coming your way as the Grapplers go up against the Entourage next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here come the Grapplers.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring.
The Hale brothers making their way out.
485 pounds. Alex Hale and Jason Hale, the Grapplers.
These two had a very, very competitive rivalry against Calgary Red a few months ago. And both teams really elevated their own stock. But tonight they will have an uphill battle. As Morgan Steiner walks out with the Entourage.
563 pounds, Max Bennett and Barton Fisher. Barton
Fisher and Max Bennett, the Entourage. The owners and operators of the Powerhouse Gym. Former XFW Tag Team Champions. Max Bennett, a former Olympic wrestler. Morgan Steiner still wearing that stupid neck brace. You know, at one point I felt bad for Morgan Steiner because of the assault he received from Seth Walker. And the man was legitimately in traction for damn near 9 months. But that was several years ago, and there's no need to continue to wear that neck brace, even at his age. Again, folks, if you're joining us now, welcome. Thank you for joining us here at XFW. Whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Big right hand now. And another one. Off the ropes. Ooh! Jason Hale goes low and takes Mac Bennett out the knees. Oh, and a knee strike. And just like that, the Grapplers have leveled the playing field as the Entourage, who are pure power, came out of the gate swinging. Max Bennett came to fight. And Hale, Max, taken down by Jason and Alex now, using nothing but skill. And now the crossface crippler latched on. Ooh. I mean, Morgan Steiner is very, very old. The man is close to 70 years old at this point. Should technically be retired. He's XFW's first referee. He's our first head referee. Retired from refereeing, then became a manager. Now here he is with a neck brace after an injury that took place forever and a day ago. Ooh. Heavy power slam by Bennett there. Bennett now launching. Alex Hale in the corner. Tag, in comes Barton Fisher. Fisher now going to the middle rope. Fisher coming off, dropping the double axe handle to the lower back. But what's Grandpa doing up on the apron now? Up on the shoulder now, Bennett watching as Fisher dumps him down, hard impact on the shoulders. Derek Smith asking about Blake Steiner. Blake Steiner has been out slightly with an injury. Torn meniscus for Blake Steiner, the grandson of Morgan Steiner. Blocks the right hand, kicked in the midsection. Ooh! Hammers it down. Morgan Steiner putting back together the entourage, the tag team that's in the ring right now, plus T. Adams and his grandson, Blake. Oh! And a big boot there by Barton Fisher. Leveled him. Kicked to the midsection, looking for a DDT. But Alex Hale fighting back. Big right hand there. Waist lock collected into a dragonplex. Could barely lock his fingers due to the size of the shoulders of Barton Fisher, but enough to get the torque over to dump him on the back of his head. Barton gets up and realizes now Jason Hale's in the ring with him. Derek Smith asking for Blake Steiner to CC. We'll get him uploaded after the program. Jason Hale down the middle rope. And now there's a stop sign in the ring. Yeah, he's got a broken neck, but he can not to throw objects in the ring. His legal's a headlock, by the way. Up on the shoulders is Barton. Hale gonna dump him on the turnbuckle. Uh-oh, this may backfired. Nope, Fisher gets out of the way, narrowly avoiding the trash can that Grandpa threw in the ring, and there's a lariat. Uh-oh. Stop sign now in hand. Oh! And he gets kneed into his face, and is definitely backfired. 2. Oh! And then the Hale brothers pull off the victory with that knee strike to the face with the trash can, and that just backfired in the face. Just backfired in the face of the entourage. An outstanding win for the grapplers. The knee strike to the face of Barton Fisher. Morgan Steiner's losing his wits on the outside. Right here. Dumping it into his face. And then picking up the chair, but watch this. Watch this knee strike. Boom! Sends it right into him. Barton Fisher is out. He is seeing lights as the grapplers pick up the victory. Morgan Steiner is losing what little mind he has left.
And Jason
A massive win for the grapplers here tonight. Morgan Steiner's tactics just backfired in his face. I'm a fan of the entourage, the tag team. I think they're solid in-ring performers. But Morgan Steiner, I'm not a big fan of. And to see his plans foul in his own face, he just cost his team their own win. He threw that stop sign in there. He threw that in there. The Rebel says he thinks his neck brakes fell off. I know Morgan Steiner is losing it. He just walked up the rampway, and he is livid. We've got to check to make sure he's got his heart medication, because Morgan Steiner damn well may have an heart attack or an aneurysm tonight after that loss, because that is directly his fault. He put that stop sign in the ring. His team paid for it. The grapplers just playing the game. And a good win for the grapplers, Alex and Jason Hale. Congratulations. What a win for those two, elevating them higher to an opportunity to challenge for the tag team gold. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Morgan Steiner, congratulations. But folks, we're going to head back down the ring for singles action next, as the man trying to climb his way up the ranks, Jason Adams, goes up against the former XFW Internet Champion, Yori Cho, next on XFW Saturday Showdown. I'm going to be swelling up for the rest of the night.
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Wales, weighing in at 232 pounds, Blacksmith Jason Adams.
The man that calls himself the Blacksmith, Jason Adams. This man has had some impressive wins under his belt. Very much a rookie. Only spent 8 years on the independent scene before getting signed. An outstanding physique. A very promising future in professional wrestling. If he can curb his temper, ladies and gentlemen, this young man can go a long way. But tonight he will battle the man who rose very quickly to the Internet Championship, the man who took Tiger Ramirez to his limits on a number of occasions, Yori Cho. From All Pro Japan to XFW, this man has torn down the house every time he's been inside the squared circle. Lately coming to the aid of Hiro Katsuyori when Katsuyori needed assistance against the Cosa Nostra. Cho will definitely have an experience advantage in this matchup. I think Jason Adams is definitely going to have a strength advantage. But Cho will definitely have the support of the crowd behind him. He's quickly become a fan favorite here in XFW. And here we go, and Jason Adams coming out of the gate, blasting away. Yori Cho now. Wrenched on arm lock now by Jason Adams. The Rebel throwing out the name of the Platinum Dragon for Yori Cho. Cho gets the shoulder up. Calling him a tie-up. Adams now struggling. Wrenches back in the arm. Beautiful maneuver there by Adams down to the armbar. But Cho with a beautiful counter right, switches it right around. Cho now wrenching back in the arm and an uppercut. The back muscles on Jason Adams. The man has a phenomenal physique. Cho now again wrenching down the arms, keeping the armbar on. Cho again with a solid grip. Wrenching back into a hammerlock. Cho now with the strikes. Utilizing some of that strong style from Japan. Cho sweeping out the legs. Ooh, and a high cross body. Just diving right in. Didn't build up any momentum. Just launching himself like a rocket. Overhand chop now by Cho. Adams fires back at Cho, catches it. Lands another spot. Fires back at Cho. Ooh, and a slap across the face. Sometimes I'll just wake you right up. Adams now firing back. Lands a second shot. Blocks Cho's shot and 2 more shots for Jason. And now a drop kick from Adams right on the money. Adams now locking up. Again, both these guys struggling for power. Cho shoved down to the mat. As I said earlier, Jason Adams will have a strength advantage of this matchup. But this time, headlock by Yori Cho. Ooh, elbow shot right to the top of the head. just for good measure by Cho. Cho now back in the arm, overhand wrist lock. Squaring down on Jason Adams. Adams now, beautiful counter into a side headlock onto Cho. Both these guys showing some impressive chain wrestling here tonight. Wrenching on again is Jason Adams. Keeping a solid grip on Yuri Cho. Adams back to the overhand wrist lock. Cho struggling as the power of Adams. Oh, I spoke too soon. Wrenches right in there and lands a shot. And again the elbow from Cho, right on the money. Oh, and tosses him like yesterday's trash. And here comes Cho, up and over, crucifix, shoulders are down. But a quick kick out. Cho trying to catch his breath after all that exchange from both these guys was ridiculous. Waist lock into a German suplex. Cho now trying to get this crowd going. Trying to get the blood flowing back into his system. Trying to get the adrenaline moving. Cho with the Irish whip. Cho charging in. Ooh, the drop kick right on the money. He's not done. And another one. Cho now looking for a cover, trying to roll him over. Doesn't hook the leg though. Kick out by Adams. Snap mirrors him over. Hammer shot to the back of the head by Cho. Cho now grabbing the leg. Ooh, corkscrew dragon whip right to the knee by Yuri Cho. Cho now with the sling blade. The sling blade launched on. 2 and almost a 3 count. Cho now starting to show some frustration. Thought he had Adams down with that. Knife edge chop now by Cho. Adams fires back, rolls through. Adams now rolling up, bridging pinman, but Cho gets the shoulder up. Cho getting back to his feet. Adams with a big slug. Shot into a waist lock. Up. Oh! Electric chair drop onto Yuri Cho. And an elbow drop. Devastating right to the sternum. Jason Adams now standing over Cho. Grabbing on Cho with a kick to the midsection. Cho with an Irish whip. Shoulder tackle, both men staying high. Cho counters the right hand, lands his own. Irish whip, Cho, reverse. Beautiful arm drag by Yuri Cho. Watch this combination, folks, of this arm drag. Here's the shoulder block. But watch this arm drag, the athleticism by Yuri Cho. Drops on, and boom, down goes Jason. And now both men again. Exchange after exchange, battling on here. Cho is trying to set something up here. Ooh, big right hand. Kick to the face by Jason. Adams now with an elbow shot right between the eyes. Cho getting back to his feet. Adams in control. Ooh, and again, brutal shot to the midsection. Cho down. Adams calling his shot here. Off the top. Ooh, Meteora. Drives it right down. Delilah Watts, thank you for liking the stream. Hoisting up. Ooh, Fisherman's Buster. Cho now in trouble. Cho now feeling a devastation brought on by the blacksmith, Jason Adams. Cho now being stomped on by Adams. And again the chin buster by Cho. Cho hooks him up. Cho looking for the tombstone. And he nails it. Cho hits the tombstone. That could be all she wrote. And Cho with the victory. Adams up and angry at him. But Cho, oh Jesus. The blacksmith obviously not happy about that. Yuri Cho with an impressive win after his signature tombstone pile driver, and obviously Jason Adams having issue with it as he blasts away on the referee unnecessarily. But wow, what a matchup there, ladies and gentlemen, between those two. And again, folks, Yuri Cho has been damn near unstoppable here in XFW. The only person thus far to beat Yuri Cho has, in fact, been Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez and Cho went back and forth exchanging victories after Tiger brought Yuri Cho to XFW for an exhibition matchup, and they brought the house down easily. The match of the night. And then Yuri Cho decided to sign on with XFW and quickly grabbed on to the XFW Internet Championship in damn near 3 months, grabbing a title. And then holding on to that title until Matt Mania, where him and Tiger put title for title. And unfortunately for Yuri Cho, Tiger Ramirez walking away with 2 titles over his shoulders. But Yuri Cho has said he looks for another challenge and can't wait to get another shot in the ring to compete with Tiger Ramirez. Now, right now, folks, more singles action coming your way as Phantom Zero goes up against Alexander Wagner next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing in at 231 pounds.
The Enigma from Iceland, Phantom Zero. Very little is known about Phantom Zero. A lot of fans refer to him as a long-lost Mortal Kombat fighter. But one thing is for damn sure, Phantom Zero knows his way around the ring. Solid power mixed with skill. This man has knocked off a lot of XFW competitors very, very quickly. Wins over Tiger Ramirez, Raiden Yamashita, Dashing Danny Diamond, Mark Collins. But at the same time, this young man, the powerhouse from Germany, Alexander Wagner, has dominated a lot of his opponents with sheer strength, sheer force. Trying to shake off the fact that people are calling him the knockoff Ultimate Warrior. Wagner has tried to change his image slightly. However, he is truly a powerhouse in our promotion. And looking for his first opportunity for XFW Gold. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wagner with a kick to the midsection, landing on some fisticuffs to start things off. Collar elbow tie-up. Wagner may have a severe strength advantage in this matchup as he shoves Phantom Zero down and lands a clothesline. Wagner wasting no time getting the power moves. Elbow shot. The Phantom Zero will slap across the face. Wagner returns with the right hand. And here we go. Early on, exchanges shots. Punch for punch between these two. Phantom Zero counters, lands 2 shots of his own. Wagner made out, whoa, look at this, challenging him, goes low. Another karate style chops to the side of the head from Phantom Zero. Putting all his weight now to the lower back of Wagner. Where the hell's he going? Phantom Zero going to the top here. Whoa, drops the elbow right across the sternum of Wagner. Wagner powers out. Both men back to their feet. Zero now. Gonna hoist him up. Way up. Oh! drills him on the back of his skull with a hell of a power bomb. Wagner just dodged out of the way of that strike and lands his clothesline. Zero now down. Short arm clothesline now from Alexander. And again, Alexander Wagner is the stronger of the two, I feel. Uh-oh, pump handle. Gonna hoist him up. Ooh, dumps him down. Nothing fancy about that. Just drops him on the back of his head. The Phantom Zero rolling to the outside. Wagner gonna give also the gun show, but here comes the chair. When he gets, oh, good Lord. He blasted him. That chair spun about 8 times in the air from the impact from Wagner. And again, the clothesline. Wagner is a brute. Irish Whip now in the ropes. Wagner catching him the belly to belly. Countered by Phantom Zero. Beautifully done. Hook the leg. Takes him an arm drag. Phantom Zero takes control. Shoots the rope. Back elbow. And a back fist to the face of Alexander Wagner. Forearm across the jaw now. No hooking the leg. Rookie mistake by Phantom Zero. Zero now going to the outside. Zero going to springboard into a Savate-style kick on Wagner, who is down and out. And again, Zero going to the top rope. Wagner getting back up, only to boom right between the eyes. And again, Zero going to the top rope again, or the middle rope this time. Taking a hollow line wrist, and it didn't pay off. Wagner catches him. Kick to the midsection. Wagner, ooh! Turns him inside out and upside down, but a kick out. Zero went on a solid streak of offense there and really wore down Alexander Wagner. Wagner come back and again cut everything off with one hell of a powerful move. Wagner now double underhook to take him up and dump him down into a powerbomb. Wagner now telling him to get up. Wagner realizing that chair's still in the ring. Phantom Zero getting back to his, oh! And he gets brained. Wagner now again brandishing that chair. And a second time. Wagner laying out Zero with that chair. What is this? Hoisting him up. Oh! Right on top of his skull. And Wagner with the win. Hoisting him up and dumping him on the top of his head. Wow, that was brutal. We've seen Wagner throw some hefty power bombs. That there was impressive. But these two chair shots really took the fight out of Phantom Zero. And then this move right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thought he's going for a suplex. Scoop, boom. Wow. And then Wagner with a deep pullback on that pin.
Here is your winner.
Phantom Zero is down and out. Wagner with the win. I definitely want to speak to Alexander Wagner to find out what that move is called. Looked like he's going for a vertical suplex. Then out of nowhere, almost a scoop slam. And then just positioning Phantom Zero to the side and bringing him down almost like a modified brainbuster. That was impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. A solid showing by both those guys. At Wagner, again, the power prevailing. And folks, Phantom Zero has only a handful of losses here in XFW, but I'm sure that one is going to sting. Now up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our main event of the evening. Two former world heavyweight champions colliding in a ranking match for the division of the World Heavyweight Championship. Now that championship currently held by Hiro Katsuyori, winning it away from Antonio Carino at XFW Matt Mania. But tonight, Easy Money will go up against a longtime foe in Brian Blaze. Now, when I say the name Brian Blaze, I know a lot of people behind their TVs or their monitors right now cringe, as Brian Blaze is easily the most hated man in all of professional wrestling. Easy Money is a fan favorite, although Easy Money does teeter between sometimes the fans hating him and sometimes the fans loving him. Because Easy Money, as we all know, is all about his wallet and all about the paycheck. But tonight, this match is all about who gets the win and climbs the ranks here in XFW. So let's get ready, folks. Your main event starts right now. Easy Money, Brian Blaze, next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Easy Money.
Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 262 pounds,
Easy Money, a former 3-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion. The man who defeated Hulk Hogan when WWE invaded XFW. Many people have made references between Easy Money and Hulk Hogan. And Easy Money say, hey, there's nothing about Hulk Hogan that resembles him. He says Hulk Hogan stole his entire persona from Easy Money, even though Hulk Hogan is about 30 years older than Easy Money, if not more. Easy Money, a.k.a. the merchandiser. If he can put his name and his face on and sell it, he's going to do it. Three-time former World Heavyweight Champion, Easy Money, former Tag Team and United States Champion. But his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
and his opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut,
Brian Blaze. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. That's Stonewall. Hank Garrett is coming out to the ring with Brian Blaze. Derek Smith in our chat saying choke on rocks, Blaze. As I said, Blaze, one of the most hated men in all of professional wrestling. A former 7-time World Heavyweight Champion. Blaze is a true in-ring tactician. And Hank Stonewall Garrett, folks, is a long-time XFW competitor, just recently coming back to XFW. And at one point was a big rival for Brian Blaze back in the day. But we saw him help Brian Blaze a few weeks ago, and no one knew why, and now we do, as obviously Blaze and Garrett have somehow formed a pack of some sort, teamed up. We got a cover here, small package. I am honestly shocked that Garrett has aligned himself with the sleazeball that is Brian Blaze. Blaze drops the hammer, the knee on Easy Money. Knife edge chop. Easy Money, oh, a slap across the face. Blaze not gonna have any of it. Oh, Blaze says, come on, hit me again. Ooh, but again, these guys go back and forth. Blaze in a clothesline. Derek Smith saying it's bad for everybody. Hank Stonewall Garrett is an absolute monster in the ring, a former World Heavyweight Champion here in XFW. Almost 500 pounds, and most of that, folks, is pure muscle. And right now, Brian Blaze is hammering away. And Blaze himself, who's in the ring, is a phenomenal in-ring tactician and a devastating wrestler. And now with that brute in his corner, folks, it's terrifying, as right now Blaze is dominating Easy Money. Garrett now on the apron as Blaze hammers down on Easy. Blaze sends him into the referee. Oh, and lands a knee strike. And again, now we get the mind games. Blaze, who's known for getting in the head, inside the head of his opponents, inside the heads of the fans, shoves Easy Money into the referee and then follows through with a knee strike. Easy Money now on the top rope. Blaze, all excited here, charging in. Oh! Good Lord! Just a running elbow, and Easy Money falls all the way to the outside arena floor. Oh, come on. Blaze now just strutting. In the ring, Easy Money trying to get back in. Back to square one. Easy Money, come on! Good Lord! Axe bomber by Easy Money. What the hell is Garrett doing with putting a ladder in the ring? What has happened to Hank Garrett that he would align himself with Brian Blaze? Easy Money now blasting Brian Blaze head off the canvas. Easy Money, who used to worry about more sales than anything. A long time coming to realization that when you have a title around your waist, your paycheck gets a lot bigger. Easy Money then started taking his career very, very seriously and quickly excelled here, winning title after title. Easy Money now in control of the matchup. Blaze into the ropes. Easy Money with a drop down. Leapfrog down by Easy Money. It lands an elbow. Where the hell is Easy going? That was a long way away in the ring, folks. Easy Money! Holy hell! That was a long way to go. Our replay broke. Wow, that was impressive. Easy Money now again. Shooting Blaze off the ropes. And the big boot. Easy Money with the big boot right to the face of Brian Blaze. But a kick out. Blaze now in trouble. Easy Money. Easy Money off the ropes. Looking for the Easy Money leg jump, but Blaze gets out of the way. Blaze saw it coming. And now Blaze with the spine buster. Blaze with the spine buster, playing possum. Signature move by Brian Blaze. And a hammer shot to the midsection. Blaze now in a backbreaker. And now the ladder. Brian Blaze with the ladder placed into the ring by Garrett. And Blaze again kicking dirt on Easy Money. Oh, but Money back in his face. Easy Money has him over the shoulders. Blaze over the top. And Blaze again shoots him into the referee. But this time Easy Money fires back. But Blaze with a counter. The back and forth action of our main event. Blaze sends him into the ladder. And knife edge chop. Blaze now with the ground and pound. Blasting away and Easy. Money almost had this matchup won earlier on. Looking for the big Money leg drop, but Blaze dodged out of the way. And after that spine buster, the entire match has turned around. Easy Money now sent over the top rope. And again, Blaze gonna gloat. And Blaze again saluting the audience. Where the hell's he going? Wolfman on the outside, Easy Money. Looking for a pile driver. No, change it to a powerbomb. Oh! I stand corrected. He just face planted Brian Blaze, who's wasting too much time gloating. Oh, look at that. Garrett getting between Blaze and Easy Money. Putting a new definition on the nickname Stonewall. Both men back inside. Blaze charging in. Drops the knee. Easy Money staggered. Elbow dropped in the middle of the back down by Blaze. And again, back to the face. Pounding away with rights and lefts. Blaze now on the middle rope, unfamiliar territory. Blaze drops the elbow. And Blaze again, just gonna mock the crowd at home. Blaze with the double underhook and the DDT. Good night, Irene. We are done here. Damn it. Ryan Blaze with the win. And quite frankly, folks, Easy Money was on a roll until Gallows got between Blaze and Money and shut down some momentum. There's the big money boot earlier. And Blaze with a spine buster stopped the early on momentum by Easy Money. But Easy took control of the outside until Gallows stepped in between, forcing the break. And Brian Blaze went back on to get control and get the win in our main event. Right here, that dropping him down and tossing him a Blaze. Again with the help of Stonewall Gallows. Hooks the double arm DDT and boom! The move that's won Blaze title after title and gets the win tonight in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. We'll see you next week, back on Friday night for XFW Danger Zone. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the new fans. We'll see you next time on XFW.